Hi, my boys. Okay, this video today is December 21st, 2023. And let's see. The video I'm going to show you is from when we were in Riverside. Your school. When I was complaining about the teachers, because what they're doing is that online, they were doing online classes, and we had to pick up laptops, and you guys had to do school, because the school didn't want to, they're making up excuses. That's what it was, the pandemic. So the pandemic, what happened is that all these teachers now had access to kids at home. I didn't like that. And these teachers were so mean to these kids. And I got to finally see like these teachers' behaviors towards these kids. And they were abusive. This teacher was very abusive to these children. And it was heartbreaking to see that these adults were treating these children like pieces of shit. Like my mom does the same fucking shit. Narcissists. That's what it was, narcissists. This is during the pandemic where the kids are still trying to figure this online shit out, because I couldn't do it either. I was getting frustrated, and I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I want to do fun things. I want to, like, this is not life. The pandemic was very hard on me because of a lot of the spirits and stuff. A lot of people don't know that shit. So these mediums and psychics, where was the fucking help at? How come you didn't pick this up? How come no one picked this up yet? So that part is, some people knew, some people don't. So the people that knew were watching me the whole time. So that I know. This has happened when Riverside, the deputies. So they came and made threats to me over and over again. I told them over and over again. I cried in front of them. My family needs a break. I haven't seen my husband and their children haven't seen their father that much because of this pandemic. What the fuck? No more. Enough is enough. 8 hours on a damn computer? Fuck no. I can stand with my family and my children. I'm ready. I will fight. I want my family back. I want everything back. Here's the picture. You get nothing. Enough. So, I wrote the email. I wrote emails, and I even talked to the teacher. And I had, remember boys, I even had you boys make a letter. So you boys wrote a letter, and I sent it to the principal and the teacher. Now I'll read some of what I had before I play the video. A couple of days ago, I emailed one of my son's teacher, Mr. Wise, about his behavior in his virtual classroom. I recorded a little bit of part of his virtual classroom, and his behavior and his attitude towards the children concerned me. His frustration and yelling while interacting with the kids in one instant, he is clearly frustrated and upset, and he yells, if you need help, just come and see me. But that's not how you encourage someone to ask for help. My son is dealing with a teacher who can't handle his emotion in a stressful environment. The children will not listen and learn if the teacher is frustrated and using that tone of voice. I sat next to my son during a session and imagined myself as a student in his class. I definitely would not feel comfortable going to the teacher for help. With this being a stressful time in everyone's lives, he's not making learning online any easier. This is the third time I witnessed this. I know we may come to a disagreement, but my child would not be learning from this method of teaching. You don't get far with this type of behavior, and the children are witnessing and picking it up. I myself have experience with teachers, and then it cuts off my email to the principal and the teacher. And then she put, it was a long one. Then she put, or I think this is his teacher. Maybe it's the principal. Okay, it's the principal. I think. Thank you so much for reaching out to me. As there is no specific actions related to the concerns of your email, I'm not sure how to move forward to address any concerns, any incident that may have concern with while Colin was attending my class virtually. If you would like to discuss any specific objections that you have to my policies, procedures, and instructional methods, I would be happy to meet with you and my administrator when I'm not in class. Please reach out to Miss Morehouse, if you would like to discuss this further. And she set up a time for us to meet virtually. Here is Miss Morehouse emails. Thank you again for reaching out to me and your concerns. Always reach out to me if you have anything. Thanks. That was a teacher telling me that he saw nothing wrong with what he was doing. So he advised me to go to the Mrs. Morehouse, and that was the principal. I did, and I even sent her this email. And I said that email was just like, didn't like that. So I put, so this is my response to that. I go, you may think I'm a helicopter parent, but I'm not. I'm advocating for my child. I came from an abusive home, and I have experienced abusive teachers. This may not be physical abuse, but from my experience with both type of abuse, I can definitely say with confidence that my child will not learn or get far with a teacher that gives zero respect to his students. We are grown adults who should be showing these teenagers how to respect and better handle stress. And this is not what I want my teenagers picking up. It's true. His attitude and stuff was affecting my son, and it was affecting all those kids. I saw it in their eyes, their behavior. It's like, I don't want to do this. Like, you don't want to get yelled at all fucking day. Like, that's fucking bullshit. That fucking teacher deserved to be fired. How many kids did he fucking mentally fuck up in the head? All these fucking teachers. I'm coming after you guys. No, that's fucking bullshit. Leave these fucking kids alone. They got tons of shit to deal with. Bullshit. In our household, discipline is handled by addressing the incident and what happened that led up to that situation. Most of the time, there's two at fault, and the blame cannot be put on one person. It can't, because when you're in such a, like myself, I have to be careful with kids around me. I have to be careful with my own kids, because whatever I do can affect them, can scar them for life. My offsprings, this is for you. These parents, my mom needs to go to prison. I can't stand my mom. She took everything away from me, and she's not even helping me. She's not even supporting me. She's not even a fucking mother like she said she is. She's a fucking liar. She's a killer. She's a murderer. She's a rapist. She's everything in between. She's a monster. No. The things that I'm not going to take it. She's not a mother. We have school Chromebooks that need to be picked up from our apartment by September 25th. We are currently having transportation problems and cannot drop them off. We will be moving out of the county to return and not returning to AUSD. Colin's mother. That school district was fucking horrible. They got deputies on my house to do a welfare check. And I'm like, go to the other school district. Go call another teacher and ask them what's going on. Because I was very heavily involved in my son's school, in the Westminster School District and the Garden Grove School District, trying to get my kids into the Garden School District, but they wouldn't let me. They blamed it on my son. They blamed one of them. Two sons I was able to transfer to the Garden Grove School District. One son they did not. That was discrimination because he was in special needs. They did not want to release my son from Westminster School District because they were claiming bullshit. They were saying, first they were saying there was no room, then they were saying that because he was in special needs, they couldn't transfer him because teachers wouldn't take him. So they labeled him. So then I tried to say, Westminster School District, my son does not have special needs. I want him out. I don't want him to have an IEP anymore. He doesn't need it. He really didn't need it. Yeah. He just needed a better care, better system, better teacher. He had too many in Westminster that were not meeting his needs anyways. Let's see. Okay, let me play the video now.
On to Wyatt, Amoro, Dulce, Leonora.
And once the teacher saw me, his attitude changed.
And Colin. Everyone else, you guys can log off. If you have any questions, make sure you come to my office hours. Have a good weekend, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. Those 5 that I called, you need to stay on.
Bye.
Have a good one. Have a good one, you guys. So it shows you have not joined, you have not logged on. So what I want you to do for me right now is you are actually going to present your screen to me because I need to see what you're doing wrong. So if you need to learn how to present your screen, go down to the bottom right hand corner and it says present now. When you click present now, you need to click the tab or the window that you're showing so then I can help you join the office hours because I don't know why you're not being able to join.
And at the time, I had high blood pressure right now. At the time.
So why are you on Mr. Alvarez's office hours?
That's the thing that you gave me.
I'm not Mr. Alvarez. I'm Mr. Weiss, and this is science. So Mr. Alvarez is language arts. And that code that I gave you did not take you there. So you need to go back to period.
Oh, and I was having issues too because the codes were not matching up. So I had to complain, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, but they weren't listening to the students. They weren't listening to these kids at all." Constantly freezing.
Okay, go to your period 5. Period 5. 8th grade science, go down. See that link?
Uh-oh, no.
Well, in the meantime, I'm also making No Pride and Genocide bracelets. And I found little...
There we go. Now you're in my office hours. See, that's what you got to do. Now, reason why I'm holding some of you. Moro, camera on.
Can I leave now?
No. Now, some of you, okay, you know who you are. I'm not going to single anyone out. The reason why I'm keeping you is because I can tell when you're paying attention and when you're not doing your work. Because if I call on you and you don't answer and don't know what we're doing, when we did 3 problems exactly the same as we did before, I can tell you're not paying attention. Or if you don't get it, you can always raise your hand and say, wait, Ms. Reese, can you please go back and explain it again? So if you're not paying attention, that's going to cause you to get behind, which is why your grade is so low. And I'm holding you all because you all currently have low grades in my class.
I know why my son's grades were low, because he wasn't interested in it.
On time. So that is unacceptable in my class. not accept work of any of you guys not submitting work or accepting work that is half done or just crap. I don't accept that. It does not fly in my class. So if you plan on getting an F in my class, keep doing what you're doing. But if you want to actually promote this year, you gotta step it up and you gotta turn in all your assignments.
Meaning this is a fucking pandemic we're going through.
So
when are these kids gonna heal? They have other issues.
Turning in all your assignments.
People are dying around them.
Why do I want to make sure that you are doing the same thing? Because you're not turning in a lot of your assignments. Turn them.
And this teacher is clearly like having an emotional breakdown. He's having a power
trip.
trip.
I expect them to explain it every class how I want you to turn them in. Make sure you turn your assignments in. Your grade is very low, and I need you to get your grade up. Okay? Do not forget, next Thursday we have a metric system quiz. You need to study and make sure that you do well on it because it's 10%. It's the first quiz, so it can drop your grade pretty significantly. That's next Thursday. Work on this assignment that we just did and make sure that you guys turn it in before 8 p.m. on Saturday. Have a good weekend. Okay. Amoro, I'm talking to you because you currently, last class on Tuesday, I told you that you were not allowed to leave until I told you. You submitted an assignment and you left before I even told you that you can leave. And the reason why that happened is because you were gone before I even can check to say, okay, Amoro, you can leave. You submitted something and I didn't say that you can leave. And what you submitted me was not right. Camera up, I need to see your face. What you submitted me wasn't even the work that we did in class. I told you to submit a picture of your work, and you didn't do that. You just submitted the Google Doc. So you're not following directions on what I ask when you submit stuff in. I've already called mom. I have your number for dad, so I'm going to call them too.
Exactly. And then the mom and dad, imagine if the mom and dad beat the shit out of them. Why aren't you doing this? Because the teachers have that power. I've seen it and I heard it. I hear kids get beaten the fuck out of because of these fucking teachers' mouths. And these teachers are like, yeah, that student deserved it. I hope that student got what he deserved at home. I hope that parent gave him a whipping he deserved. Motherfucker, what the fuck is your problem? These teachers are the fucking problem. How many students, how many kids committed suicide because of these teachers? That's my problem. That's where I stand today. Genocide. These teachers are genocide.
I know you haven't logged on the previous weeks before.
Actually, that's my next
but what I need you to,
right now.
what I would like you to do
Teachers are genocide.
is when we are here in class, whatever I explain in class for you to do, like submit this assignment this way or do this way, I just need you to follow my directions and instructions clear as possible because I want you to be able to turn in all your assignments in correctly and on time so you don't get knocked down any points. Does that make sense? Okay. From here on out, you do have quite a few assignments. Hold on, Leonora, I'm talking to Colin. You do have a few missing assignments. Most of those have already passed the deadline that we cannot do, but the one thing I do need you to look at is make sure you look at the syllabus, okay, and look at what I require in class. Look at the materials we need. Make sure that you know how much each thing is worth, like projects, homework, tests, what percent of them are worth in the class. I need you to read through that syllabus so that you know how the class works, okay? Also, you know how to submit everything on Google Classroom?
Because he saw my husband.
Do you know how to submit the assignments? Okay, so for this assignment that we just did, you showed your work. I want you to take, once you finish the work, this assignment, you're going to take a picture of that work, and you're going to upload those pictures with this Google Doc. Does that make sense? Okay, so just want to go over that with you so then you know how to make sure that you are submitting this assignment incorrectly.
He saw me.
All right. Do you have any questions?
So his attitude totally changed. You could see
All right,
that
but you can
you
go.
can see his demeanor. It completely changed. So that's when I'm like, okay. Like Colin, I should have like when I was looking at you, I felt like I felt like a mom lion, you know, like all these teachers, they did you wrong, boys. They really did, because they did me wrong, and they did you wrong, and you guys got to see this. You guys really do, because these teachers shouldn't have been treating you guys like that at all. Let's see. I got a couple more books. Let me see. I got a couple more books. And I also, I don't know what the probation is. I don't know what that whole process is, but I don't care because I don't see myself going to prison. If I do, yeah, I don't because this is prison to me. This is hell to me. People fucking lying and faking. Oh my God. My offsprings. When I was, went to court, the 19th. Then after that, I went to the cemetery, and like I was surprised I even was at the cemetery, so that was like a bonus to me. Then I went to a couple stores, grocery stores, to find I numbers. I'm looking for something when I go to the grocery store. So anyways, I go to this store by the house, it's actually Rossmore, but it's on Los Alamitos Boulevard, and I think it's a Vons. So I go to Vons, and I forget that is it Vons? Oh no, it's Rouse. I go to Rouse, and I forget that it's Rouse sometimes. So anyways, I go there, and not expecting someone I know there. I don't know. Missy. I saw Missy, and I think her last name is McDonald. Melissa. She was the coach for the Westminster Song Squad. She's the one that was responsible to make me captain. I recognized her. I double looked at her and I recognized her, and I got the sense like, that's you. That's like, I was in shock. I said, Missy, like twice. And I don't know if she recognized me or not, but she said, I don't know if she did or not. But I started crying in front of her. Like I wasn't okay. And I asked her if she talked to Sarah. And I really don't remember the whole conversation. But I just started crying, and Sarah's just an evil person. But I wanted to thank Missy for giving me the opportunity, for seeing something in me. Like, what she saw in me was potential. Coming from her background. And I was at Target the other day, and I saw Clippers. And that, she always brings me, she reminds me of the Clippers because she was a Clippers cheerleader. So that brings that up, that Target. Oh, who else? I forgot his name. Max is at Target. I remember Max is at Target. Right now, Hermes and Apollo's coming up. And my dad just came up right now. No. Oy. I got these hands, found these hands. So it has notes on there. Mommy misses you. Say no to teachers. Teachers are pedophiles. Kumei. City of Westminster is corrupt. I got no pride in genocide. Teachers are pedophiles. Family court is genocide. Tina Lynn Cormany. Instagram and Google Maps. Fuck the system. So I put stickers on there. So these are like my calling cards. And I have bracelets. So that's what I'll be doing. And then I'll just, there you go. And I also was making shirts. I got books. I got the Queen Mary. Anyways, I told Missy that I was grateful for what she did, and then she asked me for a hug. Like, you want a hug? And I just, no, I don't want a hug. But she just like, it was a quick moment, but she just quickly just like, okay. And I asked her if she still talked to Sarah, but she said no. She hasn't talked to her in, I think, years or in a while. I think she said in a while. I think she said a while. And I don't know. I didn't buy it. I didn't believe it. And then I said, well, if anything happens to me, I was murdered. Please look me up. And she goes, well, let's not hope that happens. I'll pray for you. And I just walked away. But I didn't want her negativity on me, because I did see a part of her that I did not like, and that was with Sarah. Like, around Sarah, I did not like that person that I saw in school as a coach. Outside of school, when she was with Sarah, I wouldn't want to be around that environment. I don't know why. I just would not want it. That's negativity. That is just like something Mandy, my sister, does. Like, her friends, or she's like, she'll see somebody walking down the street, and if they're not that pretty, like, her kicks are like whistle at them and make them feel good. Oh, I just made her day. You know, like, don't. That's fake. You're just trying to get a high off of that fakeness that you just did. Why in the fuck you just targeted her? Like, to me, like, calling someone, yeah, like, there's no need. So then I see some of her friends did that shit. Like, I just didn't like that attitude. I didn't like that I'm better than you type, or Valley Girl shit. I did not like that. Popularity. And Mandy craved that. She wanted the attention. And my mom liked that, and I didn't. And my mom lies. My mom fucking completely lies. If I found out that my sons were taken to in the mall in Spencer's to get dick gummies, dick mints, I would be pissed. I'd be like, why? What for? My mom made it hell for me in school because of that. Kids started labeling me slut, whore, and Frank. I only had Frank because Jose cheated on me with Yolanda, and I'm like, all right, bye. Like, I didn't care. It just sucked. Like, on my birthday, okay, whatever. Stupid Yolanda, whatever. You're nasty. Polina had him. I was laughing. Polina knew. So, and to me, I let Polina slide because she was getting picked on by the girls in middle school because she was overweight. Polina was overweight, and to me, she labeled herself as a black sheep. So she would always be a black sheep, but it's funny because she's like whiter than all her brothers and sisters and her dad, or she's like the same kind of her mom, but I think she's a little whiter. If anything, I'm probably darker than her. But she had a complete change, and that was because of her environment. I felt like I lost my best friend. I'll never get over that. What those mean girls did to my friend. Coming as an adult now, as a mother, holy shit. And she wanted Cynthia. She got pregnant at 15, and I think had her at 16. She wanted Cynthia. She wanted that girl. I was proud of her. Like, I was like, that must have been what my grandma must have felt like. That, and then my dad was just like, seeing her like that, seeing like, yeah, it just, I don't know. That's what she wanted. To me, that's what she wanted. She wanted love, and she got it. And she did her best. School wasn't for her. Her daughter was. And the boyfriend that she was with, I forgot his name now. I forgot his name. But he's just, oh, Alex. Oh, wow. Yeah, I got something. He stepped up to me. I saw stepped up. But it's how you were raised. It's how you were brought up. I didn't see, okay, Alex was completely different than Wacko with Angela's husband. Like, I didn't see Alex beat the shit out of Paulina. Never did. Maybe argument, yelling, but never what Angela went through. It's funny because yeah, and the way I was looking at Angela was like, dang, like that's a strong ass woman to be dealing with fucking a man like that has a power trip. So anyways, I am I'm gonna show you. This is what I'm reading in court, and this is also what I was reading in court. This is neat. It's a pocketbook. I did it's so neat because it has I tried to put the date on it. Let's see if I can find the damn it. I know I passed it. I forgot what number it was. Things that can't be heard. It was a 12/19/2000, and it was in court. So I put this in court, and it says things that can't be heard. I started like, I just flip it. I just like do my magic. I just go open it and I look down, start reading it, and it can't be heard. Okay. Then I start reading it. Assassin, Backtrum, Black Hole, Blasting, Space, Dead Witnesses, Digital Clock, I don't know what that was. EM waves, flashlight, glider, infrared heat, institution, laser, LSD screen, librarian, remote star, satellite, scared mouse, secret oath, shy person, sign language, silent alarm, silent movie, sneaky cat, solar flannel, some collars sprouting seeds, I don't know what that was. Thought, time, UFO craft, ultrasound, voice from AFAR. Anyway, this says but the page was 40, or no, the thing was 40, but the page was 78 and 79. And it was let's see. So let's take a break. So this is me taking a break, but actually it's like me taking a break from people, and this is my like space to talk to the ancestors on what's my next step. Can't be heard. You can't be heard, and I can't do anything about it, so I just have to just let it out. This is not mine. I know it's not mine. Oh, real quick, this is 16. I know this one. This is 16. This is my dad. This is when I was in court too. Like, after I do that, I'll do that, and then I get tired, because it does get tiring. You'll get tired, so I'll just close the book and then come back to it. But I also labeled numbered it, so that's what I know. This was in court, and I also labeled it too. It says Dad 818 because that's his birthday. And that's when I opened it, and it had look. That's the one. Had look. So he's talking to me in court. All of a sudden, I take a break from this, put it away, and then I find this and I open it, and as soon as I open it, I'm reading and I see look, U-turn. It says look, and I remember instantly that part. My dad, while I was looking at that, my dad was already coming in. I was already like, as soon as I see the look, also my dad, and I just started. My eyes just started getting watery. Like, no, what are you gonna say? What are you gonna do? What is this about? What's gonna happen? So as he says, look, I'm gonna cry again. Because 16 is his number. Anthony, you will only know that because look, like when you were trying to read, you'd say ook, and we're like, no, look. And Papa would be like, book, get your book. And Anthony, you would look around, and no, not look, book. And we're trying to help you get those two different. It was just funny. It was funny. And this is an instruction book to ride a fucking motorcycle. I'm in court, and he's telling me, look, these are going to be the instructions to help you guide this like a pilot. And earlier that week, I got the early aviation in Long Beach. Aviation in the airport. In the so he's telling me this, and he's like, I'm gonna have you fly. I'm gonna coach you, or I'm going to walk you through these steps. And as he's doing that, I'm hearing the judge talk, but he's not talking to me. He's just talking about another case. And then, like, this judge has no idea what's to come. These judges have no idea that they are heartless. These judges have no idea that they are part of the genocide. These judges took an oath, and the oath is broken. They are taking an oath to silence women and children like myself. I'm not doing that anymore. My dad is walking me the best way he can, and the only way he knows how. I'm accepting that. So I never rode a motorcycle before. I'm not good with instructions. I do it myself. I learn hands on. This is me hands on. So what I got from it is press, roll, U-turn, look, friction zone, dragging the rear brake, centralizing weight, practice, keep your distance, braking, time to react, space to maneuver. Like you have to predict drivers, you have to feel what the energy is about, what's going on. Speed. I do have a need for speed. I wouldn't speed all the time. Like that's me. Like the adrenaline, the rush. But sometimes you're like, for that is a passion. That's something that, I don't know. That's something, I forgot what I'm going for with it. But that's what you need. Let's see what they say. Hello? Hello?
This is a pre-recorded voice message.
No. It's not a real person. That's what I'll get, and then they hang up.
This is a pre-recorded voice message from the California Department of Social Services. If you are struggling to pay your residential water or sewer bills, you may qualify for help paying those bills through the California Low-Income Household Water Assistance Program. CalFresh and CalWorks families are already income qualified to receive one-time financial assistance to help pay current or past water bills. Learn more about the program and how to apply by visiting csd.ca.gov/water bill.
That's your city
Or you can
politicians.
call our
That's your
outreach
city
hotline
leaders
at
doing that.
1-888-445-1955 to speak to a call agent to learn more about the program. Thank you for listening to this message from the California Department of Social Services.
It doesn't make sense. Just don't raise it. Learn how to. That's not the people's problem. That sounds like the company's trying. That's the company's problem. The company needs to
these office hours and get help.
learn how to make it better. How can we improve? How can we improve by not raising our prices? First of all, you don't need to charge water. Now no water. Water's dirty. The water's contaminated. We don't have clean water. We don't. This is not clean water. That's fake water. It's not even the food we're eating. It's not even real food. I know my head is like the pressure. When I was in court, there was a man sitting next to me, a younger gentleman, and he had like sinus infection, I believe, congested, and it started to affect my ear. I started feeling his sickness, and it was coming onto me. My ear was perfectly fine, and it started affecting my ear and the pressure, and he kept like